Awesome. Okay, record.
Hey everyone, Kareem Rae here, and today I have William Akio, who is a professional footballer at Valour FC in the Canadian Premier League, on with us today. William, how's it going?
It's going good, man. Thank you so much, Kareem, for having me on this channel. I'm excited.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to have you on too. So, William, can you take us back in time and share how you got involved into the beautiful game?
So, getting involved in soccer was it's been a long time coming, obviously. When I was younger, I used to play with my little brothers. I got four little brothers, so it's five of us total, all boys. And we would always go out and play in the summer times and just always kick the ball around. We were never in a club or with academy or anything. We just played with ourselves. And once I got to the age of 12, I seen this little ad outside my house to join a community soccer league, and I told my dad if I can join, and we joined it. And then from there on, the rest is history. I started playing, my brother started playing, and soccer just became a big part of our family after that.
Right. But where were you playing? What country were you playing in?
So I was playing in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So I moved to Canada when I was 3 years old as a refugee from Kenya, Nairobi, and I've been in Calgary ever since then.
Amazing. And for the viewers that haven't been to Kenya, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, what is that like? What's that experience like being born there?
So I actually went back to I actually go back to play for a national team there, and the last time I went back was a few months ago. And the lifestyle there is you can't compare it anywhere to Canada. Like we have there's no shops, there's no stores. You don't have your 7-Eleven. You don't there's barely clean water. So over there it's really tough. But one thing I realized is they have some sort of energy where they don't care about any of that stuff. They just care about each other. As a family. And from what I see when I was there, like they seem happier than people here are, just because they live off so little and they don't need so much.
Right. Yeah, that's a great point. So, you mentioned you were playing you started playing at 12 years old. Am I on
Mm.
right? Yeah. So from 12, can you take us to the point to when you signed your first professional contract?
So I started playing at 12. I was at a very very low level. In Calgary we have tiers. So there's tier 6, and it goes all the way down to tier 1, and then from tier 1, that's like the highest level you can play on, and then you can advance to like Alberta Summer Games or like the youth provincial team and stuff like that. So I started off at a really low level, like Division 4, Division 5. I used to just run a lot, just kick the ball and run. I didn't really understand tactics or anything. I just played for fun, right? And as I got older, 13, 14, 15, I started to just get better and start understanding the game even more. And I just started to get more, more in love with the game. And by the age of 16, 17, I was at tier 2, doing my thing, playing very well. And then I signed for a semi-pro club in Calgary called the Calgary Foothills, and that's when I was 18 years old. And then from there on, we had one good season. I didn't play much. The second season came along, and we won the national championships. So we beat what was the team called? Reading AC. They're from Pennsylvania. We beat them in the national championships in 2018 for the USL 2. And after that, that's when I got a scholarship to go to college. I got a scholarship to go to the United States of America. I was in Houston, Texas, and I was there for 3.5 years. Had a very very good time there. And when I was there, I had my first big injury. Right? I did my knee, did my MCL, meniscus, PCL, LCL, and that was tough. That brought me down a lot, put me through a little bit of depression, and I didn't want to play no more. Really, I kind of just wanted to give up, just finish my last year of school, and then go to work, go to law school, whatever it was I wanted to do. And then I made a YouTube channel, and I had one more year left, and I just told myself, let me just document this last year of my life, see if I can make it professional. So the last year in college was probably one of my biggest years of my life. Player of the year, top goal scorer in the conference, player of the conference, everything. I got all the accolades, and then from there on, I got signed to come here and play for Valour. So it was a roller coaster, a lot of ups and downs. But one thing I did was stay true to myself, just go with my gut feeling, go with my heart, and I just honestly just never gave up. I signed my first professional contract at 22. That's quite late, but I just never gave up. I kept on persevering, and it happened for me.
Yeah, it's amazing. Congratulations on your signing with Valour FC. I know it's kind of late.
Yeah.
You've been in the CPL for 2 to 3 years now.
Well, this is my second year. I just did 1 year.
Nice. And just to mention in the video before, I got in contact with William. I actually watched a couple of your videos on YouTube. Your content's amazing, man. So I love what you do, and it's amazing. So keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
Um,
you.
and to go back before you even went to university, the school that you went to, was it a college or university?
It was a college.
Got it. So how'd you, what was that process like? Can you just like quickly go through with us? I'll go through with us and the viewers. Like, what was your process of choosing the college and then getting over there?
Oh, so the process, the process was very quick. So after we won the national championships, 2 days later, I got a DM on my phone from one of the coaches, Facebook DM, and he was saying it was June, so they wanted me there in like the next 3 weeks. It was like deadline time, and they just told me, we watched your game online. You did very very well. We know you're a young player. We want you to come sign for this college, full ride scholarship, everything. And right away I was like, I thought it was kind of fake. It just a little Facebook message on your phone. So right away I was like, yeah, let's do it, let's go. And he's like, yeah, we're gonna want you to fly out by next week. We'll get all the paperwork done. So in that process, you have to do visa process. You have to do, I have to apply for the school first, and then they have to deal with my visas. And there's also a thing called CVIS, and this is all just immigration stuff, just to make sure I'm actually allowed to go and play in the United States. So we got that done within like 1 week. It was like super super busy in that time, and like my parents don't speak much English, so I struggled just understanding the whole process. But they were very helpful. They made it happen quick. And usually you go for like a visit. You go visit the school and whatever you do, but I had no time to do that. So it was just either I'm in or I'm out. So I was in, got all my paperwork done within a week, and then within a week I was there within my place, and that's when my journey started in college. So it was really really fast. Usually it takes months, for once you get scholarship to go and check the school out and enjoy your time. But I did everything within a week, week and a half. So it was pretty intense.
Yeah, that's amazing. And it seemed like it happened pretty fast as well for yourself too, right? Especially,
Yeah.
I know for the immigration process is a long process, but that's awesome that they were able to get it done quickly. You
hmm
mentioned going through depression when facing an injury. But you won that battle. What advice would you give to players that are going through injuries right now and that may come across injuries in the future, because it is a part of the game?
Honestly, I mean, a lot of people are just gonna say work hard, work through it. But one thing, me personally going through it was just like let it suck. Go through the motions. Don't fight your emotions. When you want to feel like, for me, I was feeling really upset. I was feeling depressed, and I was feeling down. But at the same time, I had to let myself feel like that. I had to like get those emotions out, but I had to do it in a healthy way. You know what I mean? You have to understand that, okay, with this injury, I'm not going to be able to play for several months. So right away, I know that I'm out for several months. So in the several months, what can I do? You know, if I'm going to be down, it's okay to be down from time to time, but also try to come up with something else to do on the side, and try to get your mind off things. Start a new hobby. And that's where I started my YouTube channel, and then everything works out at the end of the day. So just the best piece of advice is just go through the motions. Let your emotions do its thing, and try not to fight them too much.
Yeah, great advice. Um, leading into your last year of college, you mentioned that you killed it. What went into that year? Was it like, this is my last year playing, I'm going to have fun and I'm going to do my best? Or what was your mentality, your mindset going into that last season?
Honestly, going into that last season, it was just you know like, I was just looking back prior to my previous seasons, and it was just ups and downs. I thought I had it, go through an injury and stuff, and just going through his last season, I was just like, just grind mode, man. Like, I was in the gym every single day. I didn't take a single day off. I didn't care how sore I felt. I didn't care about any of that stuff. I was in the gym 24/7. I had like a schedule. I had a proper routine that I followed every single day, because I knew that it's my last dance. If I don't make it, then if I don't make it, then I'm gonna be upset with myself, because I knew that I didn't give it my all. So I literally just gave it my absolute all. It was almost that I was on demon time. I was just so locked in, 2020 vision, and I just told myself that nothing's gonna stop me. I'm going straight for the kill, and that was my mentality from the first game until the end of the season, and everything worked out very well for me.
Yeah, that's powerful. So, during this last season, were you doing YouTube at the same time?
I was doing YouTube at the same time. I was taking 8 classes per semester at the same time, and I was working. So it was no sleep, there was no
Wait,
time. Like
sorry,
3
sorry, William. Can you just repeat that again? Sorry, you said you were going to school, working, doing
and
YouTube,
doing YouTube and playing soccer,
and
literally
playing
every day.
soccer.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's a crazy schedule. That's amazing. Salute to you.
Mhm.
You say work. Was it within the sports space, or was it just
I was coaching, so I was just coaching for I was coaching for this little academy called Karasusi SFC, and that means like the dirty faces. So I was just coaching kids that are like that are less fortunate that can't afford to pay fees. So it was just I charged like a slim to none fee, and I would just coach them 2 times a week.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's good. I know like jobs could sometimes take people off track, but that's if it aligns with the career, that makes sense. So that's good that you were coaching.
yeah.
Um, so where does that energy come from? Where does that motivation come from?
Honestly, for me, it's like I was like I was the first person in my family to get into soccer. First person in I was the first generation college graduate and stuff, and I wanted to be the first. I wanted to pave the way for my younger brothers. So for me, it's my family, my mom, my dad, and my brothers. Whatever I do, whenever I feel like I'm going through something, when things get hard, I just think of them, and as soon as I think of them, my energy just keeps coming back because I know I'm doing everything so I can lay a foundation for my family, lay a foundation for my younger brothers that are coming up, and I want to retire my parents as soon as possible. So it's just my family is my biggest motivation, man. Like anytime I think of them, I understand why I'm doing it, and I understand that it's gonna hurt, but once I get through it, it's all gonna be laughs after that.
Yeah, it's a great mentality. So you mentioned your parents being your biggest motivation, but like, sorry, you said you're the first person you're a trailblazer at this point.
Mm,
So that means you're having firsthand experience. You don't have somebody holding your hand and walking you through a
no,
couple of experiences. You're
no.
right. So how do you just have trust and faith in God and say, whatever comes my way, I'm going to go head on? Or like, what's
Well,
your,
for me, it's like for me, obviously, it's the man above. I pray for everything. Every day I wake up when I go to training, before I eat my meals, and I just pray to God and I just ask Him for guidance because I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know if I'm making the right decision or the wrong decision. So I just leave it all up to the man upstairs, and it's been working perfectly well for me. Like I have no fears. Only person I fear is God, and I know that I'm on the right path. Like if I can put my full belief and trust in Him, I know that He'll guide me in the right way, and He's been doing just that. Even when things get things get tricky and I start to have my doubts, I just always keep my faith, and it's been working very well. Like I don't have somebody older than me or somebody to hold my hand and tell me this is how you do this, this is how you do this. I have to kind of go out and seek for it myself. So God helps me every single day.
powerful, man, you're doing it. So William, going to, you being at 22, in what year was this? You signed your first contract at 22. What year was this?
Last year in May.
So 2021 May.
Yeah,
How did that feel, bro?
that was it was crazy. I didn't honestly it didn't hit me until I played my first professional match. Um, but
Wait, when you say it, what do you mean it didn't hit you, right? Because it seems like there's this kind of like something happens to players when they sign their first contract. It's kind of like it's not real, but it's real, right?
for me, it was just like I signed the papers, I got everything done. But at the same time, it was just like because after my college season, I had to go. It was like after 2 weeks, I was straight here for preseason, like right away. So I knew I was a pro, but the way I was living my life in the past year was already like a professional lifestyle. Training, come home, recover, do all that. So like in terms of that, it was the same feeling. Once I came to Valor and like I seen, the way we all show up to training together, eat lunch, breakfast, whatever it was, training, like treatment. When I seen my whole first day, I was like, wow, this is intense. And that's when it hit me. That's when like all the butterflies came out, and it was emotional, and it was really nice for my family for them to see me, reach my dream.
Yeah, definitely. And you show all this in your YouTube videos, which I've watched a couple of times. And guys, definitely check out William's channel. William, can you shout out your channel real quick?
Yeah, William Akio, check it out. I think he'll put the link somewhere in the description or whatever. But yeah, check it out. It's a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah, I'll definitely put the link in the description. Yeah, and again, it's cool that you show all that. Like, did you have to ask for permission, or did you just do your thing when you were showing content of what's going on
Uh,
on the inside?
Honestly, I would do my thing. There's times where I get like a little stick for it. Like, be careful what you do, be careful what you do. But at the end of the day, it's me. I always tell them this is me. This is what I'm gonna do. And if you guys don't like it, then let me know, and we can work around it. But I'm always just doing my thing, man. And if somebody has a problem, then we can talk about it. But you can't be afraid to kind of just do your thing. The same way you're doing your podcast and everything. You gotta follow your heart, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. There's definitely things that will come. Um, what things changed for you once you signed your first pro contract, right? Because it's a change of status.
For me, status for sure. When I got my blue tick on my social media, that was hype. Everything, just people started recognizing me a little bit more,
Mm,
and that also comes help with my YouTube channel. People recognize me when I'm out and stuff, and just the responsibility, knowing that okay, and I'm a professional now. I have to act professional, not just in soccer, but in all aspects of my life. When I go out, when I'm in public, stuff like that. So just it was kind of just like it was the same as before, but it was just like a revamp. It was just like another next level, you know. So it's like another chip on my shoulder, kind of.
yeah, definitely more momentum too, right?
Yeah.
What are three tips that you would share with players that want to go pro?
Number one is listen to your coaches, like no matter what. Like no matter what, even if you don't think what they're saying is right, you don't feel like doing what they have to do. Literally, just be a yes. You have to listen to your coaches, do whatever they ask, and more. That's the biggest tip. The second tip is obviously work hard. And when I say work hard, like don't cheat yourself. Do all the workouts. When it's gym time, you go to gym time. You know, you don't slack. When they say do 8 reps, you don't do 5 or 6 and you stop. You do a full 8. So put that work in. Don't cheat yourself. And then number three, I'll try to have a smile on your face all the time. Try not to take things too seriously because that's gonna take you really far.
Yeah, great points. So, you know, leading into your professional signing, did you have an agent during that time, or how did that process come about? And shout out to Joshua from Econ Sports Group. He's an amazing guy. We had an amazing interview. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah. So yeah, so I had an agent right after my last game with my college team because within the rules, obviously, you can't be talking to agents while you're while you're in season. So once my season ended, Josh has been following me for a while now. So I just had a quick chat with him, quick meeting, and he was saying that I can be your agent. This club is interested in you. I've already talked to them. Everything is ready to go. And then from there on, I was like, yeah. So I signed with him, and then within a week, I signed for my club. So yeah, I had an agent throughout the professional process, and you don't necessarily need an agent if you have a lot of opportunities that you seek yourself, then it's fine. You can go on it and do yourself. But I think it's important to have an agent because it's good for them to look at your contracts and just make sure that everything is going well.
nice. So, basically Joshua said, you guys knew each other from before. He put
Hmm.
some stuff together, aligned some stuff, say, hey, this team's interested, and like, they're ready to go. And he did his
Hmm.
diligence before he came to you, and then he came to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
He did all his homework on me. He's watching the whole season. He's sending clips into all these teams and everything. And before my last season started, he told me I'm going to be watching you. Obviously, we can't have any talks or anything throughout the season and negotiations. But once the season's over, we'll see where you're at, and then we'll have something ready. So when the season's over, we had something ready, and I just signed it right away.
Yeah, nice. Leading towards the end, William, we're close here. Like three more questions.
No worries.
What position do you play? And yeah, let's just start with that. What position do you play?
Okay. So I play winger, left wing or right wing, depends on I guess on the coach what he wants. But then sometimes he can drift me into the striker role. So anywhere up three, but usually I'm on the right wing.
Yeah, I just wanted to, let's see how I do this. I wonder if I could share my screen. Oh, blessed. I can share my screen. I'm just going to share my screen real quick. This is the first time I'm doing this.
All right.
I wanted to drop some stats here. So last season, so I'm on econsports.com's website. Last season, 2021, you had 100% of. So you played all games. You were at all 28 games.
28 games plus the 2 games in the Canadian Championship. Yeah,
Pardon?
I played all 28 games plus the 2 games in the Canadian Championship. So
Nice.
30. Yeah,
30, how many?
30.
30 games. Nice. So you played 30 games, but just focusing on the CPL.
Yeah.
You played 28 games. You had 100% of appearances, so you played all 28. You've scored 8 goals and 4 assists.
Hmm.
What advice would you give to players about scoring goals? Because you're scoring a lot of goals. What goes into that?
You have to think like as a forward. You have to just tell yourself, don't be like I'm gonna score. I'm gonna score. Think about like let me get in the right positions. I want to get in the right positions. I want to get opportunities, chances, created chances on goal. Because if you can do that, then the goal will come. You have to have composure for the goal to come. But my problem in the beginning was like I was just so worried about scoring, and put the ball in the back of the net. I wasn't focusing on, the build-up play before. Because if you're focused on the build-up play and being in the right positions, so you can score the opportunity. Once you're in the right position, you're going to get the ball and you're going to see the net. It's going to be more clear. You're going to be more composed, and then you'll be able to finish it properly. So just stay composed and focus on being in the right spots at the right time.
Nice, great points. You have some crazy celebrations, some crazy cool celebrations. You're doing backflips. Where does that come from? Did you ever do gymnastics or anything like that, or?
So yeah, I grew up in elementary and junior high. I always loved to go to the park, and I was just so energetic, So that's when I learned how to do front flips, side flips, back flips, all that round off stuff in the parks with my brothers when we were younger. And yeah, it stuck with me, and it's something that I love doing. So I'm very how to say it, very jumpy. I'm a very jumpy person, very flexible and stuff. So it's perfect for me. It's gonna be my celebration for my whole career probably.
I'm gonna record that, screen record it, and add it in this video, or maybe in a video review. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be sick. Last two questions here. This is focusing on the Canadian Premier League because it's still a young league. It's been 3 years now. What do you like about the league? Good things. What are good things that you like about the league?
Good things I like about the league is there's a lot of young players in the league. Like they said, like they promised, there's a lot of young players that are given an opportunity. Because I look at myself, I didn't really have the opportunity until I was 22, 23. But I don't want every player to go through that same thing. So that's one thing I like about it. There's a lot of young players, and there's a lot of Canadians in the league, which is nice. We don't want to lose all of our Canadians to different leagues. If we can build this league all up together, then that's the whole point of the Canadian Premier League.
Nice. I apologize. I know I said last two, but you mentioned you signed at 22. If you don't mind, you said you signed at 22, which is I'm turning 22 this year, April. You signed at 22, which is considerably kind of late in our space. Yeah. Mentally, in your mind, you knew you were getting older. It's coming to that stage that it's either I sign now or it's kind of, I don't know if this signing pro is gonna happen. Mentally, how'd you deal with that? Because there's a lot of players in the world that are 21, turning 22. They're I'm getting older, and is it going to be interested in me?
For me, mentally, I was just honestly, mentally, I just told myself don't care about that, because you look at guys like Jimmy Vardy, who made it to top flight football at 26, 27, and for me, it was just, I love the game so much, regardless if I didn't go pro or not. I was always going to keep it a part of my life. I was always going to play while I pursue my school. So I just told myself, let's just not give up. Let me finish my college career. And because in college, NCAA Division I, you're getting your school done. It's all paid for. But at the same time, you're playing a high-level soccer. So I told myself, let me just finish my degree. And if I don't get anything after my degree's done, then, I'll reevaluate it later. So I just stuck with it, man. I didn't let anything bother me. I didn't care what people said. I was yeah, I'm old and what, but I still run like a 16-year-old. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So for me, it wasn't a big problem mentally. I just told myself that I'm going to keep going. I told myself when I was younger, 16, 17, I'm going to go pro. So why would I stop now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Last one. What's your most memorable soccer moment?
My most memorable soccer moment was probably scoring my first professional goal. I got subbed in the 89th minute. This is the jersey, by the way. I scored first professional goal. So I got subbed on in the 88th minute against Halifax. It was 2-1. And literally, once I get subbed in, center back gets the ball, coasted all the way down the line to our winger. He aired it. And he's run down the line, crosses it in, and I just tuck it in, bottom corner. That was my first touch of the game. So that was definitely my most memorable moment. I did my backflip, teared up a little bit, and it was fun. It was fun.
Nice. So bright future, man. Bright future.
Oh, God willing, yeah.
This is awesome. What's going on, everyone? We are live. Okay. So, hey, everyone. Kareem Rae here, and today I have William Akio, who's a professional footballer for Valour FC that plays in the Canadian Premier League, on with us today live. Hello, everyone. Hello.
What's up?
So me and William, we were just on a Zoom call. We were doing an interview for #ProSoccerTalk. The video is going to be up today, but we're leading towards the end here. I have 10 fun questions for William. Who's your favorite team?
Favorite team? I'm a Chelsea supporter.
Chelsea. Favorite player?
Favorite player, Messi.
I see. Favorite pair of boots or cleats?
Favorite pair of cleats. Right now I'm rocking the Phantoms, the Nike Phantoms. So I think those are
Nice.
my go-tos right now.
What about your favorite food?
My favorite food is probably, can I say candy? I'll just say pizza, I guess.
Pizza. Nice. And what about your favorite artist?
Favorite artist, Lil Uzi Vert.
Uzi. Okay, going towards the soccer question point now. Messi or Ronaldo? You said Messi, sorry.
Messi, 100.
If we're gonna play FIFA, right? We have $1,000 on the line. Who's
Yeah.
your first team that you're choosing to play?
Chelsea.
Chelsea, yeah.
Yeah.
2 goals in a game or 1 goal and 1 assist?
1 goal, 1 assist.
Nice.
Yeah.
Would you rather score a free kick or a PK, last minute goal?
That's actually a tough one. I'm gonna say free kicks. I don't score a lot of those.
Nice. And then last one, if you're a coach and you're able to sub in any player in history, not alive or alive, who would that be?
For me, probably JJ Okocha.
Kocha. Nice. Those were all the questions, man.
Awesome, thank you.
Awesome. If you guys wait, let's see if anybody has questions. Okay, so we have a question from Lewis. He said, "How much did William train while trying to go pro?" So I don't know. Is that? Did you get that one, William?
So it was almost every single day, like every day, every single day that I had a chance to train, I was training.
Nice. And William, before we go here, what would be what advice would you give to young footballers that are trying to go pro or that want to go pro?
Best advice I give you guys is just try not to stress too much about trying to make it or anything. Just go with the motions, and like it's nothing certain. You never know what's gonna happen. So just go with the motions, take it day by day, and just work hard. Believe in yourself. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
Absolutely. Awesome. All right, William, I know you have to go here, but if there's any pro footballers that are interested to hop on the podcast too, it's called #ProSoccerTalk. It's on YouTube, onesoccernation. Just shoot me a DM, let me know, and I'd love to have you guys on. William, again, thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you. Take it easy. See you guys.
All right, peace.